It happens to almost all of us at the end of the month. You sit down, open your banking app, and stare at the screen in complete disbelief. You run through the last 30 days in your head. You did not buy a new car. You did not book a lavish vacation. You did not splurge on designer clothes. Yet somehow, a massive chunk of your hard-earned money has simply vanished. It leaves you with this quiet, sinking feeling of frustration because you make a decent income, but you still feel completely broke. Here is the reality no one ever talks about. The things keeping you financially stuck are not the loud expenses. You know exactly what your rent and your car payments cost you. What is actually draining your wealth are the silent expenses. These are the invisible leaks quietly siphoning your paycheck before you even notice it is happening. Fixing these silent leaks today is the realistic, unglamorous secret to reclaiming your income and completely changing your financial trajectory over 5 years. You finish a long Tuesday at work. Your brain is entirely fried. Your energy is completely gone, and the last thing you want to do is chop vegetables. So you open an app on your phone, tap a few buttons, and wait. It feels good in the moment. You are just paying for a little convenience, removing a bit of friction from an exhausting day. But this convenience premium is the first expense silently bleeding your accounts dry. It is the food delivery apps, the prepared groceries, the premium upgrades, just to skip a short advertisement. We never view these as major purchases because the individual cost feels so small. Let us look at the undeniable math. That simple $15 meal suddenly morphs into $25 once the hidden service fees, delivery charges, and tip are added. If you do this just 3 times a week because you are tired, that is an extra $1,500 evaporating every single year. You're not buying food anymore. You are financing your own exhaustion. The second silent expense draining your accounts is the trap of subscription creep. You sign up for a streaming service to watch one specific show, download a meditation app you use twice, or grab a gym membership on January 1st. Then you simply forget. But the corporations behind these services do not forget. They are banking on your exhaustion and your busy life. This is not an accident. It is a deliberate business model designed to be incredibly easy to start and infuriatingly difficult to cancel. They want you to look at a $9.99 charge and think it is too small to worry about right now. Here is the reality check you need. That $10 charge is not just a one-time annoyance. It is a permanent $120 annual reduction in your earning ability. When you stack 4 or 5 of these forgotten subscriptions together, you are surrendering hundreds of dollars a year to companies simply because they made the cancellation button hard to find. The third silent expense is perhaps the single most psychologically manipulative of them all. It is the illusion of a good deal, otherwise known as phantom savings. Picture this. You are walking through a store or browsing online and you see an item marked down from $200 to $150. You truly had absolutely no intention of buying this item when you woke up this morning. But seeing that red slash across the original price triggers an immediate rush of adrenaline. You tell yourself you are making a smart financial move because you are saving $50. This is a cognitive trap called anchoring, and retailers have completely weaponized it against your wealth-building goals. They intentionally set an artificially high initial price so that your brain anchors to that inflated number. When they drop the price, the perceived value feels incredibly high. But here's the brutal, undeniable truth you need to internalize right now. You did not save $50. You simply spent $150 on something you did not even need. Marketing departments spend billions of dollars perfectly designing these specific sales events to create artificial scarcity and silently pressure you into opening your wallet. Every time you fall for the good deal illusion, you are willingly handing over the exact capital that should be heavily compounding in your investment accounts. Protecting your bank account over the next 5 years means completely redefining your relationship with the word sale today. The fourth silent expense draining your account is the inefficiency tax. These are literal penalties you pay for simply not optimizing your money. Think about out-of-network ATM fees, brutal overdraft charges, and late payment penalties that quietly chip away at your balance. But the absolute biggest inefficiency tax is the opportunity cost of where your cash actually sits. If you keep your emergency fund in a traditional bank account earning 0.01% interest, you are actively losing wealth to inflation. This is where the fear of missing out should genuinely bother you. Imagine keeping $10,000 in that traditional account for 5 years. You might earn $5 total. Now move that exact same money into a high-yield savings account earning 5%. Over 5 years, you effortlessly generate over $2,700 in completely free money. Stop paying these banks. You work incredibly hard, you finally get a raise, and naturally, you want to feel the tangible reward of that sustained effort. It is a deeply human, completely understandable response to want nicer things when your income finally grows. So, you start making tiny, almost imperceptible adjustments to your normal daily routine. You grab the expensive name-brand medication instead of the perfectly fine generic option. You consistently opt for the premium car wash with the shiny wax finish. You decide to upgrade to the absolute newest phone model every single year just because you can afford the monthly payment. None of these choices feel like massive, life-altering purchases in the present moment. But this is the insidious nature of micro-lifestyle creep. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon as hedonic adaptation. It means your brain rapidly adjusts to these new luxuries, and within weeks, they no longer bring you any extra joy. They simply become your new, much more expensive normal. You have quietly raised your fundamental baseline cost of living without adding any measurable, lasting happiness to your days. Building real permanent wealth is not merely about how much money flows into your bank account each month. True financial momentum is created entirely by aggressively widening the gap in between what you earn and what you spend. Every time you casually accept one of these entirely unnecessary small lifestyle upgrades, you are secretly closing that critical gap, trading your future freedom just to feel exactly the same right now. You do not need to go out and find a second job to fix this. You just need a few hours of brutal honesty. This weekend, I am challenging you to conduct a 48-hour financial audit. Sit down at your kitchen table, print out your last 2 bank statements, and grab a bright red pen. Comb through every single line item and aggressively cut the silent leaks we just discussed. Cancel the subscriptions you forgot about, delete the food delivery apps off your phone, and move your cash into a high-yield savings account. It requires 0 extra hours of physical labor. It simply requires a little bit of disciplined focus. Now, think about the compounding momentum you're about to create. What will your finances truly look like in 5 years if you pud these silent leaks today versus ignoring them for another half-decade? The choice is entirely yours to make right now. Before you go, drop a comment down below and let me know which silent expense shocked you most.